The Zarathi had conquered 1,000 worlds, but they had never encountered anything like Lieutenant Maria Kovac. The interrogation chamber hummed with alien technology as the tall, crystalline beings circled their captive. Maria hung suspended in an energy field, her uniform torn, her breathing labored. The Zarathi commander, Vex Prime, tilted its angular head, studying the human with compound eyes that reflected a dozen images of her battered form. "Your species puzzles us." Vex Prime's voice resonated like breaking glass. "You possess no natural armor, no venom, no claws, yet you resist." Maria lifted her head, dark hair matted with sweat. "That's the thing about humans," she gasped. "We're full of surprises." The Zarathi had captured her during the raid on the colony station. They wanted the defense codes, the locations of Earth's fleet. They had methods, energy pulses that attacked the nervous system, frequencies that could shatter bones from within. They had broken species far stronger than humans. For hours, they worked with scientific precision. Maria screamed. She bled. She cursed them in 3 languages. But she never gave them what they wanted. And then, finally, her heart stopped. The medical scanner confirmed it. No neural activity, no respiratory function, core temperature dropping. Death as absolute as the vacuum outside. Disappointing, Vex Prime turned to his subordinate. "Humans break too easily. Dispose of the body and..." The scanner chirped. Every Zarathi in the room froze. The readings were impossible. Cellular activity resuming, neurons firing in cascading patterns. Her heart stuttering back to rhythm like an old engine turning over. Maria's eyes snapped open. But they weren't the brown eyes that had closed 37 minutes ago. They held something else now. Something that made even the battle-hardened Zarathi step back. "My turn," she whispered. What the Zarathi didn't know, what no alien species had yet discovered, was that human death wasn't always permanent. Evolution on a death world had given humanity many gifts, but the strangest was this. Under extreme trauma, some humans could shut down completely, entering a state that mimicked death while their bodies rebuilt themselves at the cellular level. Scientists called it the Lazarus gene. The military had another name for it. Humanity's ace in the hole. Maria rose from the examination table, her wounds closing, her bones realigning with sounds that made the Zarathi's crystalline forms resonate in sympathetic horror. The energy restraints, calibrated for a living being's bioelectric field, couldn't hold what Maria had become in those 37 minutes. Something between life and death, running on pure willpower and biological fury. "You want to know what makes humans special?" Maria flexed her fingers, watching the aliens scramble for their weapons. "We evolved on a planet that tried to kill us every single day. Predators, diseases, disasters. Earth threw everything at us." Vex Prime fired his neural disruptor. The beam that should have dropped her screaming only made Maria smile. "Pain?" she laughed, advancing on them. "I just died from pain. You can't hurt me with something I've already survived." The fight was brief and decisive. Maria moved with inhuman speed, her recently stopped heart now pumping blood enriched with adrenaline levels that would kill most species. Every nerve that had been destroyed was now rebuilt stronger, every pain receptor recalibrated. She was humanity's evolution compressed into a single moment, adaptation through death itself. When the station's security finally breached the interrogation chamber, they found Maria standing among unconscious Zarathi, downloading their entire database from the commander's personal terminal. "Lieutenant Kovac," the rescue team's leader stared at the scene. "Medical reported you were... How did you..." "The Zarathi think death is an ending," Maria said, her fingers flying over the alien console. "But humans? We've been dying and getting back up since we learned to walk upright. Death is just another problem to solve." She turned to face them, and they saw her eyes were returning to their normal brown, the terrible fire within banking but not extinguished. "Send a message to the Zarathi High Command," Maria said, holding up a data crystal containing their entire invasion plan. "Tell them humanity sends its regards. And tell them, we're very, very hard to kill. The Zarathi never attacked another human colony. Word spread through the galaxy about the species that could return from death, the ones who treated mortality like an inconvenience. Humanity had announced itself to the universe, not with super strength or psychic powers, but with something far more terrifying, the simple refusal to stay dead.